Hey everyone, this is Kevin with New Heart Life, and I have a quick special announcement for our regular viewers. If this is your first time here, this won't mean much to you, but you're more than welcome to stay and hang out. So, a typical rule in business is that it is far better to let your audience dictate the product or let your customer dictate the product, rather than creating a product to force feed to your customer. I assume that rule would also hold true for a YouTube channel and its content. And so if I'm looking at the analytics after almost 40 videos posted, it seems that most of my audience is most interested in the spiritual warfare aspects of my theology. I would roughly say that about 80% of my subscribers and watch time have come from that category. And it's an important category, and there is more content on that matter alone than I could cover in a lifetime through this medium here on YouTube, no pun intended. If we were to walk through scripture without our modern materialistic goggles on, we would see the supernatural pop up over and over and over again. And it's connected throughout the entire biblical narrative in so many ways, and many ways that you may be unaware. And I know that there's gold mines out there that I haven't begun to dig into yet. And all of these connections are going to be important as our culture turns away from materialism or naturalism and towards a more new age spirituality. So instead of trying to force feed you content that you may have little interest in, New Heart Theology, I'm going to focus on what the audience desires and pursue the unseen realm to a far deeper degree. The goal is to explore what the scriptures say about these veiled kingdoms, what they are, who lives in them, where they show up, where they do battle, and how we should live in light of their existence. And you may think that there are only a handful of places that speak to these things, but where we're headed, I promise you, is going to blow your mind. To do this and to accomplish this well, I am going to join forces with a friend of mine who is far more knowledgeable than I am in these particular things to co-host this show with me. His name is Grant Forrester, and he has a master's in Christian apologetics and philosophy, and you'll get to meet him on the very next episode. So, moving forward, these videos will be more dialogue-based. I'm going to have a co-host. They'll probably be slightly longer, but not by much. And you'll see I've already shifted the name of the channel to Veiled Kingdoms to reflect the change in direction. And I'll get some updated branding done soon, but that's really about it. I hope everyone is excited about continuing to pursue these things that few people really ever talk about, at least not in a biblically consistent way. I'm still going to work in some New Heart Theology throughout our content, so it will still be present, so don't worry about that. I know I mentioned a series on grief and trial, but I'm going to postpone it for now. I may come back to it later as a solo series at some point in the future. But right now, for those of you who know the whole story regarding what my family is going through right now, studying the veiled kingdoms will also bring some solace and understanding to where we're at. Spiritual warfare has been an enormous part of what my family has been through lately, so it's all therapeutic for me. Our first episode should be dropping in just a few days. We're going to be in Psalm 82. Please subscribe if you want to see more, though I don't expect you to if you're brand new here. But if you are brand new, you can also go check out the full series I did on spiritual warfare that should be linked in one of these frames beside me here. But either way, thank you so much for listening, and God bless.